bienvenido, nación Puma. Mi nombre es Jasmine y hoy es martes 5 de febrero. ¿Qué?
What are you talking about? Can you say that in American, please?
First of all, we speak English. Second of all, I'm just welcoming our Espanol speakers out there. And lastly of all, it's great to see you, Lexi.
Well, whatever you're saying, let's keep it in English for the rest of the show. And it's good to see you, too. I guess, girl.
You guess? Well, how about you guess what we're going to do today?
Girl, I know. Cougar Chat starts right now.
Welcome everybody to the post Super Bowl episode of Cougar Chat.
We all hope you all enjoyed the show for the city of Atlanta put on the Pats and Rams because they didn't put on a show on the field.
I didn't really care about the game, but there was one commercial that a lot of people probably didn't see, and it relates to those of you from West Point. Roll the clip.
We're not famous. There are no stars in the sidewalk for us. No statues in our honor. We're just a small Georgia town of complete unknowns. The closest thing to a world stage is 81 miles away in Atlanta tonight. Our movie stardom, our football careers, they never took off. Because we are not known for who we are. We hope to be known for what we do, what we build. This thing we've assembled, it has a chance to be remembered. No, we are not famous, but we are incredible. And we make incredible things.
That is so cool that the city of West Point got some national attention.
You're right. And speaking of attention, teachers, we all said that you need to look out for a golden word each day, starting this week. And today's word is patience.
Since this month is Black History Month, we want to feature some amazing individuals and bring their stories to light.
Each day, we will bring you short videos brought to you by Educational Videos for Students. We start today with a film about Frederick Douglass.
But what if you weren't allowed to read? I know that sounds like a silly question, but what if it were against the law for you to read? Well, in American history during slavery, African Americans were not allowed to read. It was against the law for slaves to read, or even have someone teach them how to read. This is where the next person in African American history I want to talk about stood up as a leader and an abolitionist. An abolitionist is someone who wanted slavery to be stopped, and they spoke out against people who used African Americans as slaves. Right now, that person I want to talk to you about is one of the most famous African American abolitionists by the name of Frederick Douglass. Known as the most recognized African American leader before the Civil War, Frederick Douglass was born a slave. He never knew his father and was separated from his mother earlier in life. This is where as a slave he moved from plantation to plantation until one slave owner's wife helped him learn the basics of reading. Now, like I said before, at that time, teaching slaves to read was against the law. And when her husband found out, he stopped her from teaching Frederick. Although he didn't have a teacher, Frederick was still smart. Frederick wouldn't be stopped in growing and learning how to read. He watched other white children who learned in school and taught himself how to read later. This got him into trouble because he also taught other slaves to read. When his master found out, he would beat Frederick because he did not want other slaves to learn reading like Frederick did. Frederick eventually stood up to the beatings and one day borrowed the papers of a free sailor and escaped to the North. When he arrived in the North, he found other people who were against slavery too. Like I talked about in the beginning, these people were called abolitionists. Frederick was really good at talking and speaking in front of people, and when he told the abolitionists about how he was treated as a slave, Frederick impressed them. Frederick later wrote a biography about his life. The biography told about everything that he went through in life. Many people read Frederick's biography, but this put him in danger because he was afraid that his master from the South would come to the North and capture him knowing he had escaped. This caused Frederick to escape to Britain. He would return years later once he had made enough money to purchase his freedom. Upon arriving back, Frederick spoke out during the Civil War. When it came to Frederick Douglass, he had respect all the way to the White House. Think about it like this. The president today is Barack Obama. Wouldn't it be cool if you could talk to Obama and he would listen to you? Well, Frederick Douglass had the ear of another famous president who would listen to him. That's right, Frederick Douglass gave advice to President Abraham Lincoln. Frederick convinced Lincoln to give more weapons to African Americans to help fight with the Union soldiers in the Civil War. Now, being a great leader in history, Frederick spoke out against the poor treatment of African Americans in the United States. Many looked at Frederick's life and thought, why didn't he just escape slavery and live out his days in peace as a free man? But that wasn't in the cards for Frederick. This was something that he knew he couldn't do and was not acceptable to just go out and live a free life while others were being treated poorly. So for standing up and speaking out against slavery and the poor treatment of African Americans, Frederick Douglass will always be one of the greats in African American history.
Tomorrow we got a great video for the NBA league, Wilt Chamberlain. Y'all
only have 10 days till Valentine's Day. Be sure to grab you a candy gram for only $1 or a carnation for $2.
Time is also running out for your chance to get a yearbook. Order yours in the comments area for only $40. And do not be acting like that's a lot of money. That's something that will last you a whole lifetime.
Attention 6th graders. The $30 junior beta fee and forms are due to Dr. Bowen down on 6th grade hall by February 7th to be inducted on February 27th.
Speaking of on February 27th, just be sure to wear your cleanest outfit for your shot and making it onto Cougar Chat.
You know, Lexi, we haven't got a sports update in a while. You got anything for us?
I sure do, but before I start, let's see that awesome new intro. Welcome back to LCSC and Cougar Nation. A few quick sports announcements and updates. Last night, the Patriots beat the Rams 13-3 in the Super Bowl 53. 53, excuse me. 7th and 8th grade girls interested in becoming a Tiger Rat need to grab a pink information flyer on the stage. February the 16th will be a LCMS stunt clinic hosted by Coach Sewell. All levels of experience welcome. Volleyball pairs practice begins tonight from 3:45 to 5:15. And finally, the basketball county championship is tonight and Wednesday at Callaway Middle School. Phew, that's all I have for LCSN.
Good work, Lexi. Don't forget that the book fair is coming up this week in the library. There is plenty and great stuff to go around. But let's not talk about it. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look at the menu for today. Chinese Junior lunch, sweet and sour popcorn chicken with rice, peas and carrots, and cucumber salad. And for our pizza of the day, drum roll, please. Bacon cheeseburger pizza. Our birthdays today. Ooh.
Our birthday girl for today is Harmony Johnson. Happy birthday, Harmony. That's it for the dramatic duo.